Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm Kirti Sophia Panachan, and in today's session we'll be learning the poem She Walks in Beauty by Lord Byron. Lord Byron was born on 22nd January 1788. His full name is George Gordon Byron, 6th Baron Byron. He is the most flamboyant and notorious of the major English Romantic poets. The literary world call him Lord Byron, and he was considered as the most fashionable poet of the early 1800s. Byron remains widely read and influential. Among his best known works are the lengthy narrative poems Don Juan and Childe Harold's Pilgrimage. Many of his shorter lyrics in Hebrew melodies also were very popular. Lord Byron died in 1824 at the age of 36 from a fever contracted after the first and second siege of Missolonghi. She Walks in Beauty is a poem written by Lord Byron which has three stanzas of 6 lines each. The speaker in the poem describes an exceptionally beautiful woman in these lines. He uses many metaphors to liken her to all that is beautiful and pleasing to look. So let's move on to the first stanza of the poem. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes. Thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. In this stanza, the word climes means a region considered with reference to its climate. Mellow means pleasantly smooth or soft, that is, free of anything that is harsh. Tender means showing gentleness, kindness, and affection. And the word gaudy means extravagantly bright or showy. So, in the outset itself, the speaker begins by describing the beauty of an unnamed woman. He refers to her only by the pronoun she, as he says, she walks in beauty. This stanza makes use of the simile device to liken the beautiful lady to the night of cloudless climes and starry skies. Thus, the woman who is the subject of this poem is as beautiful as the clear night sky. All the dark and bright hues means colors, of the night blend beautifully in her complexion. That is, her skin tone is extremely beautiful. Thus, nature seems to have blessed the woman with a perfect balance. She is neither too dark like the night nor too light like the day. Instead, she radiates tender light, which is neither too harsh and nor too dull. So here the poet describes about a woman, and her identity is not revealed in this stanza. Her beauty is beyond describable, and the poet is telling she is made of both the best things of the night and the day, and her skin color radiates light to everywhere, and that is how the poet describes the beauty of this woman. Moving on to stanza 2. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens o'er her face, were thoughts serenely sweet express, how pure, how dear their dwelling place. So this is the second stanza, and in this stanza, the meaning of the word serene means calm, peaceful, and untroubled. Raven means a large, heavily built crow with mainly black. In these lines, the poet says that one shade the more, one ray the less, would have made her appearance less captivating. That is, she is the perfect combination of the colors, and if a certain shade was a bit more or a certain shade was a bit less, it would have made a difference and it would have not made her as beautiful as she is now. He means that all the elements of beauty are bestowed upon this woman in just the right proportion. Even a slight difference would have impaired the nameless grace. The speaker finds the sight of the raven tress, that is, a dark lock of hair lying on the woman's face, strikingly beautiful. We have already seen that raven is kind of a crow, and here raven tress means the black color hair. We know that the color of the crow is black, and here the poet uses raven as to describe the color of this woman's hair. He then shifts his attention to describe her inner beauty and serene thoughts that make her outward appearance all the more worthy of admiration. So, in these lines, the poet is trying to tell that the beauty of the woman is not only exterior, but her inner thoughts and inner feelings are also as beautiful as her exterior. So, whatever she has within her is showcased through her beauty in the exterior sense. So, this woman is a person who is beautiful inside out, and hence the poet is admiring the beauty, not only the exterior beauty, but also the beauty that lies within her mind. The, now we move on to the last stanza, stanza 3. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. Here the poet is awestruck by the peace and innocence that mark the beauty of the woman. The inner goodness of her heart and a clarity of mind are reflected on that cheek and over that brow. So the woman is not only outwardly pretty but also possesses inner beauty. This perfect blend of light and dark, and of outward appearance and inward serenity, make her worthy of the praise that the poet showers upon her. The woman, when she smiles, the smile reminds of all the goodness that she has within her and all the people who had a good time with her. And we could see by looking at her the peace that is within her mind and her innocent heart, a heart who only knows how to love, could be revealed through her exterior self. So that is how the poet admired the beauty of this woman. So, Byron's poem can be read as a love poem. It can also be understood as a simple poem written in the praise of a beautiful woman. The various similes and metaphors that compare her features to various elements of nature show that Byron was a true romantic poet obsessed with the ideas of beauty and nature. As I've already mentioned, even though this poem is labeled as a love poem, there is no direct mention of love and no suggestion of romance between the speaker and the subject. Clearly, there is deep affection shown, and artist's admiration for a female figure who is perhaps more of a symbol of purity and innocence is shown. In the real life of Lord Byron, he is known as mad, bad, and dangerous to know. It is known that he did attend a party in London on June 11th, 1814, and met a distant cousin of his, and her name is Annie Beatrix Horton. She is known as Lady Wilmot, who happened to be dressed in black morning dress with shiny spangles. Byron's friend James Wedderburn Webster confirmed later on that Lady Wilmot, young and pale and pretty, had been the inspiration for this poem. So it seems that the handsome, witty, passionate poet, known for his drinking and sexual encounters, was simply struck by a beautiful woman on this occasion. Byron did include She Walks in Beauty in his book Hebrew Songs, which was published in 1815, a collection of lyrical poems to be put to music. While the poem is clearly fixated on a female figure and her outward appearance, there is also acknowledgement of an inner spiritual core where pure thoughts and emotions lie. So we come to an end of this poem. I hope today's session was fruitful for you all. See you again in the next class. Bye bye.